Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Monday, the 6th of August 2018, and this is the second part of two videos where we highlight what we believe will be the influences on the silver price for the remainder of 2018, and where we assess prices will end up before the year ends. In our last video, we highlighted the potential effects on silver prices, which included 1. Geopolitical issues, 2. Interest rates, 3. Price manipulation, 4. Traditional supply and demand, and 5. Internal US politics. We also pointed out that so far this year, with silver standing at $15.42 an ounce, it is some 8% down on exactly a year ago, and down some 9.5% or $1.64 down since the start of 2018. So are silver prices going to go up in 2018? Well, before we directly answer that, we wish to draw your attention to a poll conducted by Focus Economics, whose panellists could see prices increasing in 2018, but not by a lot. As a whole, they expect prices to average $17.50 this year, which is higher than the metal's current level, but still far from what silver investors have been hoping and waiting for. Here's a list of the average 2018 silver predictions given by some of the respondents. Capital Economics, $16.30 per ounce. CIBC, $18.10 per ounce. Deutsche Bank, $17.60 per ounce. JP Morgan, $18.70 per ounce. RBC Capital Markets, $19.40 per ounce. And Standard Chartered, $18.90 per ounce. Now, all of these vary significantly, with the statements by the likes of Keith Neumeyer, President and CEO of First Majestic Silver, who recently said he believes, quote, "We'll see silver prices rise to $130, unquote. And the likes of Bixware, who has argued the case for $100,000 silver anytime soon, both of whom have been way out for many years. Even David Morgan, the so-called silver guru, who has been far too bullish on silver almost since time began. Sorry, we're being hyperbolic here. Has been wrong for many years. For example, on just the 10th of September 2017, on PalisadeRadio.com, he predicted that gold will reach $5,000 and silver $100 in 2018-19. But even he more recently has given other interviews, although stating he is expecting a sharp rise, has not been quoting these figures again. We just get the feeling that he and others seem to either deliberately pump their forecasts or amend them to take account of the audience they are addressing, all of which is unfortunate, and to think that he is one of the moderates. So these people apart, many industry insiders predict that silver will stay the course for the third quarter this year, eventually beginning its slow climb as markets enter into the fourth quarter. Analysts at Scotiabank recently stated that, quote, "Going forward, we expect that recuperating physical bar demand and rising industrial consumption will help tighten markets and push speculators who remain net short silver out of the market, and that silver prices are expected to average $18 per ounce this year and rise to $19 per ounce in 2019 on the dual precious industrial nature of its demand base," unquote. The most bullish forecast for the quarter comes from both Societe Generale and ANZ, which are calling for a price of $18.80. Meanwhile, ABN AMRO is the most bearish, with a forecast of $16. So, accepting we have no crystal ball, our analysis shows that silver at $15.50 is sustainable in terms of quantities being mined, especially when compared with most of the major producers declaring an average all-in sustaining cost of production of around $11.50 an ounce in 2017. Now, on the basis of fairness, a few have announced rising all-in sustaining costs. For example, Endeavour Silver has had a huge increase in AISC from $14 an ounce to $17.50 an ounce in Q3 2017. But this was due to production problems at its Guanaceví mine, where lightning struck and disabled their electrical substation. This was repaired in 2017 July and should improve their costs now. In comparison, Fortuna Silver Mines, a pretty large player in the silver space, have pretty low AISCs at $8 an ounce. It is a profitable company and has a large cash balance. With approximately 30% of silver being produced or mined by pure silver mines, which tend to have the higher all-in sustaining costs, and 70% mined as a byproduct of some other precious metal, for example gold, which tend to have lower all-in sustaining costs for silver extraction, we can see that there is very limited pressure for these mines, with one or two exceptions, to raise their prices against a backdrop of silver even at $15.50 an ounce. So going back to our analysis, on pure supply and demand terms, where we continue to assume that 60% of demand remains for industrial purposes, we see no reason why silver should not be able to vacillate between a low of $14.50 an ounce and $16.50 an ounce. However, bearing in mind the other factors which can affect price, it would not take a great deal of turmoil, either for example by a military incursion, trade tariffs proving damning, or a major upset within the Trump administration, to see the dollar value falling, stock markets taking a correction, and monies flow from equities and currencies into gold and silver. In that scenario, we could very well see silver reach $18 to $19 again before the year is out. If we were asked to take a punt today, and with our view that the economy will continue to move positively forward a while longer, we feel that the Fed will again raise interest rates and the stock markets will rise further, thereby pressurizing silver prices downwards. However, like many of the people we have mentioned, we do see this reversing towards the final quarter of this year, which is only a couple of months away. So we are of the opinion that silver will rest at or around the $16.50 to $17 level by December end, having fallen no lower than $14 and risen no higher than $18 in between, even allowing for the US elections in November. Of course, we could be wrong, but we suspect we shall be more accurate by far than the likes of Dent predicting sub $10 silver and Mike Maloney and David Morgan predicting $100 silver. Are silver prices going up this year? What do you think? What key indicators do you look for? Do share your thoughts here. We shall be happy to obtain your perspective. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative, and if so, please give it a thumbs up and share it on Twitter. Please ensure that you have subscribed to our channel and press the bell sign so that you are notified of any future videos. Also, kindly visit our website at illuminatisilver.com, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe as a free member for regular email updates and offers. Disclaimer: Illuminati Silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.